Welcome back to Popes and Pilots. Let's play some more Second, a very early access card game where you don't draw cards, which is an intriguing concept to me. Last time, well, we're just trying this game out a little bit. Last time we played a bit around the campaign. I think I want to just continue with that. For some reason, our first attempt at the campaign just stopped after the first world. But now I think we're continuing. Yes, we're continuing our second run with the, I forget what this guy is called. Maybe we can find out later on, but with a lot of the characters, the blue one, with the blue character. We have, if you haven't watched the last episode, just a couple of cards in our deck. So you don't draw from this, you have access to all these cards all the time, and they have charges of how many times you can use them in single combat, and then they get replaced by some sort of basic version. And you see we have some other cards in our, I just call this our sideboard, as you know from other card games. We could swap these in right now, but they don't really make a lot of sense because we have these different colored slots. Right now 3 blue ones and a teal one here, and these cards don't really make sense for those slots, I don't think. This one, for example, would need a shield, but only does double damage if you have a shield on. But it needs a red or teal slot. We don't have a red slot, we have a teal slot, but that's our shield. So if we would do that, we would lose our shield and not be able to activate this. So we're just gonna stick to this for a bit longer. We start down here, FTL-like a bit. Or, you know, Slay the Spire maybe. Not as linear as Slay the Spire is. And we're fighting this mutated tar with DOS, right. Oh, I get it now. Should have got it last time. The first character is called Eins, which is German for 1, and the second one is Dos, which is that Italian or Spanish? I don't know. For 2. It's probably, must be Spanish. Anyway, I should really know. We're fighting this muted tar. He's 35, or it has 35 HP. We have 31 HP. We have these cards. We have time that we play along. What does tap do? Nothing. Okay. So we have this time. Here we have 10 units of time to use before it's the enemy's turn to use 10 units of time. And this can be moved around quite a bit. These cards all cost time. These cost 0.3. This costs 0.4. So 4 units of time. You see that highlighted when I hover the card. And then there are a bunch of cards that work with time. It doesn't just cost 3 units, but it takes these 3 units of time to cast this card. So if I do ambush now, it will take 3 units of time before it happens. So things can actually happen on the opponent's turn as well. So I think the pattern we established last time was to start with a barrier. So we have some shield, then ambush, get a shot out and get a buff on ourselves, 4. So the next card, damage, heal, or shield is increased. And now we get to cast this exploding bullet, 10 damage right now, and then another 8 damage after 1 full turn cycle. And this would have been much worse if we didn't have the shield on. So I don't know if he's actually going to take the 8 or the 4. It looks like he's just going to get the 4 because the buff. Yeah, he just got the 4. So this guy hit us a bit and is going to heal for 9 in 4 units of time. We cannot kill him, can't do 16 in these 4 units, so he's going to heal. So we're just going to run, I think, the same thing, although we could start out with a discretion here, which is buffed in damage because he's currently casting something on our turn. So there's things that have these little crossed things here. So this says crossed, flip the card. So while the enemy is doing something, which it is, it has this heal channeling, you use the backside of the card, which is in this case just more damage. Similarly, this thing here does more damage as well when crossed. I'm gonna just do the 8 here right now to get that out. Oh, come on, clicking in places is difficult. He gets to heal up again for 8 on the next thing. Now we get to do what? I think I go for the barrier. No, this is bad. Oh well. I'm running the barrier. This guy healed. I'm gonna damage for 6 still with the ambush. Get that buff going for future. So there's some things triggered here because it was damaged on its own turn. It got to do something, and it gets something else because its damage, its HP is low. It's gonna heal for 18. That's what's happening here. So we really want to get a kill, but we can. Excellent. So we have 10 damage. Because we had that buff, we can now do 10 damage here, or even 12 damage on the discretion. In 3 units, so it's happening before it heals. Excellent. Shoot it. Bam. Goodbye. We get to upgrade our card pack, and I'm gonna keep it for later so we get even better cards out of it. Because we still seem to be doing fine. Let's have a look at this event. Abandoned Arcade. Play a game or pass by. I'll play it. See what we do here. Once again, we need a card. So far, all these events have asked us to give a card up to do something, and then we didn't really get to know whether it did enough or not. I'm gonna use... Yeah, I'm gonna use the... No, it's a rare. I'm gonna use this ambush card. See if that's enough to shoot that guy. Is that what happens? Ah, okay. So I need to do a ton of damage to this guy. I see. Is 10 enough? Yes. Winner, winner, chicken dinner? You won the game. Useless things came out with loud noises. Plus 4 card pack level. So our card pack is now level 12. We're gonna get better cards once we get through that. I do want to get to this loot box. I also do want to get to this lab. And since monsters get stronger when time passes, I'm gonna go for the battle, then the event, then the lab, and then probably over there. I think that sounds fine. Oh, we have to do this battle first anyway. Keep forgetting that that's not the place we are. So I think the pattern is still fine. We go barrier into buffing ourselves, into shooting a big exploding bullet, have the shield up for this shot, and we get shot again, and we get shot again with that chain bomb. There's Echo, so he used all his charges on that card. And he's slowed now, so the next card he casts is going to be much slower. 4 pips in addition. We're going to take damage once more here. Or maybe more often, I don't know how many. There's 2 charges on here, so we're probably going to take 8 more damage here. I feel these challenging things are not going to work because this is going to trigger before they end. So I could go with the shield first to not take that damage. That seems bad still. I'm going to go ambush. Take the damage to the face. It's fine. We only took 1. Oh, there. It cast itself again. I see. Now we barrier. We take some damage and get our shield up afterwards. And then we get to shoot you. So discretion would actually have worked after all. Because this keeps casting itself. Or the other one, not this one. But now we can just shoot him to death. That's fine. Pop. Alright. So this now gives us 3 legendary cards here. I don't know why these are locked. If they're gonna unlock when I level it more. Let's see. I'm gonna keep it for later and see what happens. If we get even more. So it's night right now. I want to visit the lab at day, so I kind of want to do this event now, so it turns to day and then we do the lab. Sure. Deal with this altar. Once again, we have to drag a card in there. I have no idea what an altar might want. And there's not really much of a hint here. From my inventory, I will give you this shield and heal thing. I do feel much stronger, so we actually gained some max HP apparently. At least it looked like it. Yes, max HP increased. Alright, could be worse. I will modify and add a slot to our deck. Now, do we want a red slot? Wait, is this the wrong? Is it nighttime? Oh no, I can add this there. Do I want a red slot to run the red thing here that works on shields? I think yes, it's a lot of damage. Let's put a sword slot in here and then add you to the sword slot. And confirm. Confirm. And we don't have any cards right now, so doing an event is actually kind of bad. Because we know all these events take cards. But we could do this battle here. Oh, there's no more event, right? I think this is done, so we can do the elite now. Sure. The colors there are still a bit confusing to me, and overseer. So this takes 0.3 as well, so we can go with the whole... Oh, this is also going to show something nice off. So we go ambush. Into... Ah, damn it. Not what I meant to do at all. Meant to shield first. Next turn. Shield, so we're not going to show off the nice interaction. Oh well, next turn. We could have done 4 extra damage here. Or 8 extra, I think 8 extra damage. So this time we go shield first. Then we go ambush. Get our buff. And the +4 damage buff goes into both parts here. So this was 7 damage and 7 damage, now it's 11 damage and 11 damage. So we get to do 8 extra damage thanks to the buff. Oh, that's pretty cool. Almost a kill, not quite. Get shot a bit. And there's a heal coming in here, but we're gonna be faster. And just give you a settled stance to the face. And goodbye. All right. So do we get to unlock something here? We do not. So I think there's unlocks later in the campaign. So I'm just going to open this, get some cards. Because I don't think there's any better upgrade here. 7 damage and then additional 3 if we're hasted. This, no clue. We gain 1 bricks. If I have played a shield type card before, I gain additional brick. And if I have 5 bricks, cast any. I think what that happens is so we build up this shield, and once that's done, we get 1 shield for everything we cast. That's funky, but it seems like a lot of work to do. And this one here, shields us for 1, ignores upgrades to card power. And when we seal it, so once we use it every turn, it flips over to the backside, which means we lose all shields. No? I don't know what end shield 0 means. When opponent's turn is over, this happens, but I don't know what shield 0 in brackets now shield is supposed to mean. Not a clue. So this gives us shield, flips over, and then it does something when the opponent's turn ends. Huh. I have no clue. I'm gonna take it. Get max HP for killing an elite. Open this chest. We get card pack points, so we get to level up that card pack again. Check out our deck. So this is a red card, but this is just worse than the one we have. This one is fun, but you can only really combo it if you have 2 shield cards, because this would go in this slot and then we can't actually combo it ever. So that doesn't work. That doesn't feel right to me. And then this freezer, I just don't understand. Which would be a reason to play it. Can we just play it? I dislike that you can't see the backside here. At least I don't know how. Let's just try this. And probably get pwned for it, but maybe not. Things have been too hard so far, and this is just a normal fight we're gonna take here. I think I take this one too. Take all the battles. Galaxy Trooper. So we run the shield thing first. Which now... Okay, I can use it again to make 3 shields. Interesting. Not that I want to. I don't think. Then we run Ambush Settled Stance. For a lot of damage. And then we could either shield or do more damage. I think I'll just do more damage here. Seems fine. No, I don't know what this is doing here. We're bleeding now, but that's probably the trooper who did that. I don't know what this thing did. But it's a 1 cost activator for shield, which is kind of neat. But still, keep this for later. You want to keep running this? This seems really weird. Just can't see the backside here. No, that must be the backside. It is, but... End shield 0, now shield. I just don't... This gave us 3 shield. I don't understand why. Let's run once more and see if we can figure out what this thing does. Let's go here into this battle. Another Galaxy Trooper. I'm gonna run the cheap shield. It swaps over to this thing. Gives us this effect, which is something at the end of the opponent's turn. But this? Why do we get this card? I don't know. Shields up. Let's ambush. Let's settle stance. And then just send in the bullet. And then he shoots us. Gives us that poison bleeding thing. And we go shield, settle stance. So this is cool because it's a 1-cost shield activator. But it also gives us very little shield. It's really expensive to continue getting shield from it. If this gave shield, then I would like this, but this doesn't. At least not how I read it. Let's try the freezer for this fight again. I still don't understand it, but that's fine. Oh, this reacts to being in a powered up state and opponent is casting on his turn. So we really don't want to do that. With this thing we get one more full attack out in every turn, which is kind of cool. Oh yeah, that's the response to our exploding bullet because that happened on his turn. I think he's just dead, right? Grab the shield, settle stance. This is strong. Keep for later. We don't need more things for the boss. Yeah, let's just keep with the one shield activator. Hope we don't need the actual shield. Shield up. You direct to... Oh, also casting on your turn. Okay. Run the settle stance. And give you the exploding bullet. And then we get shot. And then something happens because we shoot on his turn. And we get shot again. So using this attack is really painful against this guy. We're gonna get another 12 damage soon, but that's okay. I'm just gonna shield up and then give you the settled stance, because we can just nuke you. There we go. Achievement unlocked, chapter 2. Alright, I'll tell you everything. It's Muon. They found out that this company was falling apart internally and made their move. If that's true, I guess it's too late to sit here and expect matters to resolve themselves. Damn Muon scums, I will take everything back they stole from me. There's a perfect target passing by in just the right time. Okay. And now we get flopped out of the campaign again. Okay, so maybe the second part is just more chapters. That's why this happened. And the third one... This is weird to me, this whole campaign thing. Next video I'm gonna try the standard mode. But let's try out Null here. Null has a mortar that slows her. She has 7 damage, Buster, really long casting time, both of these. And this flips if I've cast a purple card on the same turn. And then I get Dark Buster, which does not seal. So I can use it multiple times a turn. And we have... First time we have a stack of cards, so I think we have to use up this Protect Charm first before we can use Vanish later on. And this seems to give me a buff that ignores damage once. Okay, could swap to the Strength setup here. Let's try the basic setup first. Let's find out how that works. There's also a resistance setup there that we could choose. Interesting. For the last few years, Muon has been having a hard time with it virtually being colonized by Tauan. Okay, but that ends today. Null, find the remnants of Tauan. Go end them quietly. As you know, this is a hard time for all of us. I understand your disappointment on your lost position, but an order is an order. And don't forget that you're not coming back until you accomplish this secret mission. Okay. That's motivation, sure. Let's run the start point. A dimension radar. Yeah, let's raid those dimensions. So... it's the idea if we cast this, then this gets combo. You have... when time left is equal to cast time. Interesting. So I'm going to run Protect Charm. That should give me a buff, I think. Yep. Here. Phasing. And now this has combo. Combo breaker. And then we can do 7 extra true damage here for 0.5 seconds. I don't know if I wouldn't have rather just done the 12. I guess this is fine enough, so we don't get slowed. So we have this thing on. He also ignores damage. And even though we do true damage, that only goes through shields. It does not go through things that ignore damage. So he can also dodge things. So this is different than the Protect Charm. The Vanish here only protects you while it's casting. Oh, the stays flipped. I see. So I'm gonna run the Mortar here. Just get a big shot in. And then he's probably gonna block this, but maybe he can't. What is this? Ignore something. No, he just dies. That's fine. Keep the pack for later. Keep upgrading it. An event. The warehouse. Found an abandoned warehouse. You were caught by the security system, so the door started to shut down automatically. I'm gonna try to pass it by. Oh no, wrong button. I thought about bypass. I wanted to do the event, not do the event. Oh well. Do we do the elite right now? I think we do. Yeah, and then we can choose the timer here so we have the right time on the lab. We don't need... oh yes we do. It's a new deck. I was thinking whether we don't need a new slot here, but we do want it. It's the Watchman. When an enemy is hurt, it gets some sort of buff. We don't have shields, but we have Protect Charm, so that might help us against that. I'm gonna run Protect Charm. I'm gonna run this so we get the combo. And this card to use for later. And I think I'm just gonna run the Mortar here to fire off on his turn. It's the enemy's turn now. We ignored his damage. There's more damage happening. But we didn't take any. Not sure why. But I can't say I mind. I could just Mortar here and kill him. This one's kind of okay. Hop. Alright. So we got that extra slot. I think I want to keep upgrading those cards. Collect the loot. Bonus card pack points. Now. Finish this, it's night. If we finish this, it's day. And I want to go in here at day, so let's do this. And a dropout. What did you drop out of? When the enemy is in slowed state, he gets something. Alright. We get slowed from Mortar, so maybe we don't want a Mortar. Let's run the Protect Charm. Let's run Buster again. Buster, I said. And then... I guess I just run the Dark Buster here. He shoots my shield. And then builds his own shield. So now we can do true damage to go through that shield. We can only do that once more. We have Chaser triggering next turn. I don't quite know... well, this is 2 turns now because we are slowed. So this is cool. We can go Vanish. Ignore that damage because we were still channeling while that Chaser was going. And then what? I mean, it's nice and all that this goes through the shield. But that doesn't do anything, does it? I'm gonna shoot him anyway. I mean, that's what we're here for. This is burn damage. That doesn't really work against shields. I'm just gonna put the long 12 on him. The shield drops off at the beginning of his turn. He shields up again, so unfortunately we can't just shoot through it. He slows us, does stuff, and we can now just nuke him. Alright? Pop. So far, so relatively easy. How do we feel about this? I'm gonna keep it for later. One more fight here. And then probably gonna open it. Maybe one more after that. We'll see. When you're casting on the opponent's turn, so he gets something when he's casting on our turn. When damaged on this turn, if you recover, when you recover lost HP. All right. I still want that protect charm up, I think. Damaged on this turn. I'm still gonna run the Buster into the mortar, I think. It's gonna be alright. Let's see, he probably gets some sort of healing off because I'm shooting him on his turn. Yep. There's a thing triggering here. But it's his heal. So... I don't need to vanish for it. Right? This is just a heal 8. And then it flips. If you're just running a mortar here... I should probably have done it the other way around. Oh, maybe burn damage would have been good here. With all the healing. Might as well run the 0.8 here. Did we just heal? Looked like we just healed. So burn damage takes off the max HP too. So technically if I could just burn him down, I would die. So we take another 5 here, but that's fine. We can't vanish it because vanish is at 0.1 cast time right now, and this is in 2 turns. So I'm just gonna nuke him here and take the hit. Okay, it's a green number, but it means we're poisoned essentially, not that we're healing. Yeah, let's keep for one more battle, I think. That's the lab. Let's... Ooh, but opening the pack would have helped. Because then we wouldn't know what to take here. No, we don't. Don't have any cards yet. We don't know what kind of color slot we want to take. But we know that our pack only contains purple and yellow cards. I said that earlier on. So let's modify and grab either a purple or a yellow. And I think I'm just going to run another yellow. Purple ones are funky. Maybe they're purple ones that work. I mean, we have damage. Let's grab purple and see what happens. Should definitely have opened the pack first. So should have just gone here, done the pack, and then gone to that lab. Because we now might just get cards that don't fit our thing. Also, this does nothing when it's empty, which is a bit shabby. Let's run the Protect Charm anyway. Let's run Buster Rhymes here. And now I could just not know, but shooting him for 12 is better than... yeah, he heals for like 4 or something, we know that, but I think this is still better. You're at 17. That's a heal you're getting in that I can't do anything against. So let's just shoot a Dark Buster into a mortar. We have tons of HP to work with here, so it's probably fine. And then I should be able to just burn you down unless you heal. Is that a heal? That's not a heal. Oh, let's just burn you down here. Goodbye. Alright. Now I do want to open. Printing some cards. Well, they're all purple except for this one, so we maybe made the right choice. So what do my new cards do? So this does 9 damage and shields us if the enemy is hurt. I think that's when enemy is hurt. I don't know if that means if this card hurts the enemy or if the enemy has less than full HP. Also, this is new. We saw that we had 2 cards, Protect, Charm, and Vanish here early on. And we can actually run more cards in these slots now. So I could just run... Oh no, I need both types of slots to match it. Okay, so I can't actually run that. Fine. Fine. So this is a debuff we get. A debuff of 5. And then a buff of 7 after 1 second. Which would mean that unless we use up the debuff of 5 in between, it's a positive buff of 1. It's not insane. This is funny. It pulls an enemy piece of the turn up front. I don't think it does much with our cards, but it could do funny things. And this steals 2 of the enemy's time after a full second. I kind of like running the time trap. No idea how to use this. I mean, you could weave it in, right? You could... You know, you can't start a mortar and then do this. Could do this for 0.2 seconds, then start a mortar, but then after 0.9 seconds it goes off, we're still not buffed. That doesn't really work either. I don't know, it doesn't seem great. Let's put it here, see if we can ever use it. Alright, let's fight that boss. And you again, Lynx. Do you have different bosses? I think we fought 1 different boss so far. I'm gonna run the Protect Charm. Yes, exactly. I keep wanting to drag them up there, like in Slay the Spire. But that's not necessary. And you do something when a red type card has been activated, so we don't care about that much at all. So now I could run the time trap. And then, do I want to run Buster or Mortar? Do I want to run? Let's run Buster because we have activated it now. Now at some point we're going to steal some time here from him. There's the steal. But he also has a time stealer, which steals time back and does some damage. So that's freaky. I could run this, ignore the damage. But ignoring the 3 doesn't seem particularly important. And it's gonna steal our time, then it's his turn. I think I'd rather have something started here. Maybe I start the penance now. See how this works out. So we should... I thought. Yeah, we have the 5 debuff. We're gonna get a 7 buff in... Unfortunately, 1 turn too late. So let's steal time first. So these seem to keep swapping back and forth. And then we're gonna have a buff when this goes off. 2 damage 2? Oh, because we're debuffed, of course. So let's run the mortar and have that trigger right after our buff comes in. So yeah, it's a net gain of 2. That's not particularly insane. Since we're spending so much time on it. I'm sure there are combos that work with it, but this right now does not. I think I just run the Dark Buster, and then we're gonna steal some time back. And then he's gonna steal some time back. And then he's dead. Okay. So you can see how this time thing can get easily quite complicated. Max HP +5 on the card pack. Nice. And next level. Alright. Let's do the starting thing. In another Dimension Raider, we can... yeah, I mean, let's get started on the Protect Charm. And then... I think I get the time stealing thing started, and then get a nice mortar out there. I could probably plan this out better to work better with the time stealing. We have a long turn now that we're building here. Maybe that's good. I don't know. What is this? Oh, you have the ignore damage thing on as well. So I guess I run... It doesn't end, so I need to run 1 attack into that anyway. So I'm gonna run off the Buster. If I do that, I might as well... Oh yes, this works, right? I run Penance. Then I run Buster. Now the Buster is going to use up the debuff and remove his shield. So we didn't actually get hurt by the debuff. And then I run out the Mortar, which is going to be buffed by the buff when it comes out. Dealing 7 extra damage. Okay. A lot of work for 7 damage. But... I mean, generally I think buffs only really do anything if you have multiple attacks. Now, 16 is more than I can deal right now. There's no damage coming in. I wouldn't mind time trapping again. Time trap feels fine. Let's run time trap into the Dark Buster, into the burn damage, I guess. No, let's just go for the true damage again. Don't think there's any point of vanishing there. Or any point in vanishing, I should say. And let's just kill him. When it's time. There we go. Keep it for later. Keep buffing that pack. The altar. Found a carefully arranged altar. Feels like something would happen if you made offerings. Deal. So let's not... Well, could use this penance card, which I'm not very fond of. Or we just run the solar ray because we can't use it. Well, the next laboratory. This seems like a good card. You just offer this. It's a rare. Maybe rares give you good, or epic. Maybe epics give you good rewards here. Confirm. Feel much stronger now. Okay, we got some max HP. There don't seem too many cool rewards. At least we haven't unlocked any cool rewards yet. Like in Slay the Spire, there are a lot of weird things that interact with each other. Even at the start. Here the cards do with the time things and so on, but the other things around is just max HP. That's a bit boring. Yeah, you have no special things, so we just go Protect Charm. Into Buster. Into maybe Time Trap. Ignore your damage. You also have a Time Trap going. I think I want to go Buster into Mortar. Steal your time. Shoot you. If I do this, then we don't get to cast Mortar because of the time trap. So I'm going to run the Mortar. And he's going to steal these 2 time units from me. But that's not a problem because we would have just passed them anyway. That's fine. I get Mortared back, and he's stealing my time again. And then burning me for 6 at some point. Now this would be too much, but this I think would allow me to vanish the burn. I think that works. Yeah, that's the shot. Now I can vanish, not take the burn damage. And then shoot you with this. Assuming you don't get to vanish or anything, I can just kill you here. He's doing something, I don't know what he did. He did actually find something to ignore my thing. I can't vanish here again, so I'm just gonna shoot. And this time you shouldn't be able to cast anything to prevent it. There we go. Nope, keep that pack for later. Keep buffing that pack. We are here and here. It's night, so then it's day, and then it's the lab. Okay. And I might just choose the shield thing in the lab, so we... So we can try that out. That's kind of what I'm trying to say here, I think. Maybe. What do I know what I'm trying to say? Okay, he's dodging my damage. That sucks. Now we are stealing some of his time. So we really need to try to hit him on our turn. That's what I'm seeing here, because he keeps dodging on his turn. There's 12 damage coming in of his mortar, which... Oh no, we have Ignore up. That's fine. So I'm gonna run our own mortar here, I think. And then follow that up with the Buster. Steal some of his time. Oh no, he stole my time. That allowed him to dodge that mortar again? Oh, come on. He's actually doing this really well. And I don't think I can really dodge this mortar coming in. Because I can't get my Vanish to the right spot. Because we don't have anything that casts 5. If we didn't have the slow, we would be okay here. As it is, we're not. Let's do 6 burn damage here. That seems really bad. Taking 13 in response, and then there's another 6 on our face. Wow. Did he dodge again? Wow, I didn't... He's playing way better than we are. I don't understand how he works. And he clearly knows what he's doing. So here I can run Penance into Time Trap, I think. And then Vanish to dodge this 6 damage at least. Yep. And then... Buster does 2 damage because we ran the thing, so we don't want to do that. We're gonna go Protect Charm. And then we get the buff here, so anything that casts after that is kinda okay. Except for the fact that he is going to probably dodge it again. Do we get to do actual damage to him? Yes. Okay. Now he's gonna do 6 to us again. We're way behind and we don't have good attacks anymore. We have one Vanish. Hard to say. That we can't cast for this attack. So we're just gonna have to eat that attack. So I'm gonna run the 0.5. Could run this. Let's run this, because it's longer. Ignore that damage. Right. We already had a dodge up. Never mind. This one I would love to dodge. But our cast times just barely don't line up. If we had a 0.4 cast, it would work. As it is, it does not. Wait, we're gonna steal time though, right? That's us. I think this is ours. Is that his? Don't know that matters though. Just do dark busting here. No, he steals our time. That's what's happening. We take 6, we do 7 to him. We're slightly ahead, but he gets his turn now, or soon. Yeah, let's hit you for another 7. We take that 6. And now? I think we die. I think we die because I have nothing that casts in 3 turns. Huh. So we can't cast anything before this happens. And we can't Vanish it. Maybe there's a pastime thing underneath this penance. Is that how that works? No, it's not. Damn it. So yeah, we dead. We dead, son. See, I can cast Vanish, but then it happens on that turn and now we go boom. This is what I was looking for. But this card wasn't used up yet, that's why. I see. I see, and then we die. Failed. You can play from the initial point of the sector in campaign mode. Confirm. Okay, so we can start back from that starting point in campaign apparently, but not in this episode. We're already 44 minutes in. That's quite a long time. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing here, my Let's Try of Second, and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and tell me in the comments if you do want me to continue this, if you have other suggestions as to what I should try, if you have hints on what I'm not understanding in here, do tell me all about it. I think next time, well, we could either continue that campaign or try out standard mode and see what that is all about. When you finish a level, levels below will automatically be finished as well. So I can apparently choose a level to start on, which makes the AI harder. Okay, interesting. So that's would be standard mode, or we could just continue campaign. Tell me in the comments what you want, and see you guys next time.